Okay, everybody, today I've decided it's not just gonna be for today, but I'm gonna have a little bit of a segment at the beginning of my streams. I'm just gonna have you could kind of categorize it as a diary type of thing. It's gonna be a little bit of a mental health check for the start of our streams, because at the end of the day, I know a lot of you guys are suffering from mental issues. I personally am as well. I am very, very much so the type of person who keeps it in. My generation, and basically everybody around my generation, mostly older, we were taught by our parents and by our elders to just keep everything in ourselves. So we are very, very prone to having mental issues because we simply don't get the stuff out, you know? We cannot talk to each other because we just, for some reason, we have it in our brains, we have it clogged in our brains that is somehow a sign of weakness, even though it is not. Like, putting it out there is a sign of strength, not a sign of weakness, you know, because you are willing to become vulnerable to the person that you are saying these things. That is a show of strength, and that is one of the things that I respect the most when it comes to all the younger generations. Like, I know there's a lot of when it comes to Zoomers and when it comes to younger kids and everything like that, but at the end of the day, respect that they can just go to a place like, I don't care, like, they can just go on TikTok and just speak their mind, whatever they want, without actually being scared of how people are gonna think, you know? I respect that heavily. Like, the younger generations have that on point, and great fucking job on them that they are so bloody mentally strong and they are so damn good people that they can do that. Because I personally can say I am not. Okay? I've been struggling with putting my thoughts out for multiple years, basically. The first ever time that I actually caught myself where I was trying to tell a person something that actually, like, I had serious mental issues, and that was when I was 13. I'm 27 now, 14 years later, and I still haven't figured it out. I'm still trying to learn. I'm still trying to do the best that I possibly can, right? It isn't easy. And everybody that is in the same boat as I am, like, you guys can relate. You know how it is when you try to just go to somebody and just tell them, hey, this is what's on my mind. This is where I'm struggling. Please, just hear me out. I don't need you to help me. I don't need you to carry the weight for me. I just want somebody to know that I'm not doing the best, right? I'm having issues, and I want just somebody to know. In a way, it is a psychological thing where it stems from us not wanting to be forgotten, not wanting to be alone in a corner whilst everybody else is enjoying themselves and having a good old time, and we're just back there in a corner with our own issues and with our own problems, just being forgotten. At least that is my thesis on how this probably revolves around mentally, you know? It is hard. It is very fucking hard. I personally don't mind being in the corner alone. I don't, okay? But I'm talking here more of a way of when I'm having issues, right? When I'm trying to reach out, my brain is telling me don't. Because the person on the receiving end is gonna think less of you. Is gonna think that you're less of a, you know, less of a strong person. That you're weak, in a sense. Which is absurd, which is stupid. You know, we should never think like that. Reaching out to somebody for help is, again, a sign of strength. A sign of trying to do better. A sign of trying to be a better being. If you possibly can. It is, like, no human being could evolve by being alone. That is not how we are designed by nature to evolve. Okay? We are purely revolved around helping each other out, finding the best outcome. And out of that, we grow as a group. Individuality is beautiful. But when you take beautiful individuality and group it together with multiple of those, it becomes the best version of itself. You know? That's why, like, you guys can read about a lot of scientists, a lot of geniuses, right? On the internet, saw them in real life. Yeah, they've been gifted. But at the end of the day, a gift can give you only so far. Perfect example, right? Okay, let's say you're a little kid, right? And you're a teenager. Simple. And you have a massive growth spurt. Okay, you're 2 meters fucking tall as a fucking teenager. Okay? That is a blessing by nature. And humans have evolved, and a coach will say, you are perfect for the basketball team. You have never touched a basketball in your life. You probably don't even enjoy basketball. But you have been designed by nature to have a quote-unquote natural gift. That's gonna help you. That's gonna help you when it comes to that, right? But again, if you don't put the energy into it to learn the technique, to learn the grit, to get the happiness from it, the gift is only gonna get you so far. Because one day a person's gonna appear who's gonna have the gift and the knowledge and the happiness, and they're gonna crush you. You know? And most of them who have the knowledge have gotten the knowledge from somebody else. You know? So again, even though it looks like an individual thing, there has been streaks of humanity, of teachers who have built you up and up and up. So, in actuality, individuality has different type of meanings. Even though you may have taught yourself alone, that doesn't mean you are a genius by yourself. That just means that you were smart enough to get all the knowledge of all your predecessors, smashed it together with your genius brain, and took that knowledge and evolved it one step higher. This is a little bit of a rant that I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't expect, because I don't know where it's coming from and I don't know where it's going. This is just how it happens. Yeah, I understand that it is a Monday. You know, it is the beginning of the week. But honestly, philosophy and the human mind fascinate me. You know, I could talk about stuff like this for days on days. Because it is fun to just think about stuff. And if I'm completely honest, it helps me. It helps me a lot. A lot of us who are chained in our heads to not speak our mind, and to not give our feelings out. A lot of us are a weird type of philosophers. I know a lot of the times that's a bad thing, because people are just like, oh my god, you just talk and you don't actually thing. Oh my god, please stop. I'm done with hearing to you. Well, the thing is, I like talking. Maybe you guys haven't noticed by the hundreds of hours that I've already, you know, talked. The thing is, this is the way I psych myself, basically. I trick my brain into relaxing, into letting loose, into, in a way I can now calmly say, I'm depressed. There's not an issue about it. I'm heavily depressed. And by that, I mean, when I woke up today, it was hard. Getting out of bed was terrifying. I couldn't. Everything was aching. Everything was hurting. I just didn't have the power to wake up. It was hard to stand up and start the day. I just woke up, nothing bad happened. I've had a beautiful weekend. Yesterday I went to my parents. We had a nice, beautiful day. I enjoyed it. Saturday was astonishing. But for some reason my mind was just like, you know what, today I'm gonna throw you something and knock you down a little bit. For some bloody reason, I don't understand why, and I probably never will. So basically I woke up. It was painful. Really was, no joke. When I got up, as always, me and my missus had the morning coffee. I was basically laying here in the chair, watching some stuff on the internet, trying to learn about Twitch, as I, in the mornings, always do, because I'm trying to build my profession as efficiently as I possibly can. And I was bored. That does normally happen, right? Usually my brain is activated. I'm 100%, I have to learn these things. I was bored today. Like, clicking through video after video after video on YouTube just got me to the point where I was just like, why the f*** am I watching this? I didn't understand the reason behind why I'm doing things. It just felt like I was clicking just for the purpose of clicking and not actually getting any knowledge into me. You know? Because it is a routine at the end of the day. Every morning, I try to consume as much content and knowledge as I possibly can to make my content as good as I possibly can. And the issue with that is I got nothing out of it. Absolute nothing. And not because I didn't want to, I just couldn't. I was looking at the videos and I recognized that the videos were saying some good things. I was just like, I don't care right now. You know? Then I had to do some things when I had to fix some car things. I had to get my car registered, yada, yada, yada. Mundane, everyday things. And then I came home. It was about 2 hours before I started the stream, right? Around about 2 hours, something like that. And I was sitting here, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go research some things now. I gotta go check some stuff. I was just like, I was just sitting here. My mouse was basically hovering over videos. I didn't click on them. At all. I didn't even click on them. I was just sitting here for basically an hour watching at a stupid screen without actually knowing what I wanted to do. What I want to get out there, right, is whenever a person, like, the issue with all of this is depression doesn't need a trigger. You don't need to have a bad day. You don't need to, like, have a, you know, you don't have to get punched, or you don't have to suffer to have depression. It is very tough to actually recognize it, because honest to God, what most people would tell you if they diagnosed me, if they watched me today, would just say I'm lazy. Fair? Meh, kinda. I was lazy. But I wasn't lazy on purpose. I wanted to do stuff. I was really begging to do stuff. I just couldn't. Basically, depression is a harsh thing. Because, you know, there's not really a cookie cutter solution to it. Like, you cannot just now, I can't just now go to the park, have a jolly good old day, and tomorrow everything's gonna be perfect. No, that's unfortunately not how that works. That will be, oh my god, that will be the best thing ever. Or if you could just have a magical pill just like you have for a headache, that would basically save the situation, but unfortunately, that doesn't exist. The thing is just a lot of the times when people are depressed, when I am depressed, I just want to reach out. I want to talk to people. I want to, just have a conversation, basically. That's the gist of it. I just want to have a conversation. But it is hard to do so, If you've been trained years and years and years to just suppress that, it's really hard to do that. And what I've figured out is Twitch is actually fantastic when it comes to that. I can literally just pop the camera on, press the play button, and speak my own mind like you guys were a diary. And that's what I kind of want to do from now on. Like, whenever I have issues, whenever I have problems, I know there's millions, and I mean millions of people who are suffering the same, who also have issues, also have problems. And I know it helps them out to just watch somebody who is kind of going through the same thing, and they can relate and they can help each other out. And maybe, hey, you never know. Maybe somebody watches this and they're just gonna be like, God damn, hey, he said it. If he could say it, maybe I can go to my buddies now and tell them what I'm going through. You never know. Sometimes it just takes one nice sentence or one person that's gonna say the correct thing to help somebody out. And hey, if that's me, if somebody watches this, goddamn perfect. Everything was worth it,